This is All India Radio. The news read by Abhishek Kumar. Chandrayaan-2 orbiter has located the lander Vikram on the lunar surface and beamed its first picture back to the Indian Space Research Organisation ISRO. This was stated by National Space Agency's chairman K. Shivan. Dr. Shivan, however, said that communication is yet to be established with the lander and they are trying to establish contact. The lander had lost communication with the Chandrayaan spacecraft while attempting soft landing on the moon yesterday. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Narendra Modi today said ISRO has inspired thousands of young minds to take up science, which is a victory on its own. He said this in response to tweets by prominent people from different walks of life. Mr. Modi stated that hard work and dedication have made ISRO a pioneer in space technology, and the same passion will continue to ensure the agency to scale newer heights. He said the nation and its citizens are proud of ISRO and its scientists. Information and Broadcasting Minister Prakash Javadekar today said that Narendra Modi government has taken landmark and historic decisions in its first 100 days of its second term, be it Jammu and Kashmir or economic decision. Addressing a press conference in New Delhi, he said the reorganization of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh as union territories was a landmark decision. Mr. Javadekar said international organizations, G7, UNSC and world leaders stood by India's decision on abrogation of Article 370 of the Constitution. The minister said the preparation for implementation of these decisions was done before elections as they are all in the national interest. He said the decisions are aimed at empowering the farmers, poor, laborers, scheduled castes and scheduled tribes. The Prime Minister said several corrupt officials were weeded out as a boost to transparency. He said there is no place for corruption in the country. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated and laid the foundation stone of several development projects at Rohtak in Haryana today. He laid the foundation of Sri Shitla Mata Medical College in Gurugram, 576 housing units for police officials in Bhonsi, a mega food park in Rohtak, and integrated command and control center in Karnal. He also inaugurated affordable housing complexes in Rohtak, revival of Dhulera Distributory and integrated command and control center in Faridabad. Later, addressing Vijay Sankalp rally in Rohtak, the Prime Minister expressed happiness that the Haryana government is giving extensive emphasis on education of the girl child. Mr. Modi said Beti Bachao Beti Padhao campaign has been a success in Haryana. He said the manner in which the ratio of daughters has increased is being discussed all over the country. National Security Advisor Ajit Doval has said Pakistan-sponsored terrorists are making desperate attempts to create turmoil in Jammu and Kashmir. Interacting with media yesterday, he said they are making all efforts to prevent restoration of normalcy in Jammu and Kashmir. In a scathing attack on Pak-sponsored terrorism, Mr. Doval said efforts made by the Pakistan to create turmoil in Jammu and Kashmir reflects its desperation. He said they have been thoroughly exposed and lost face in front of those whom they sold false dreams. In yet another incident of ceasefire violation, Pakistani troops resorted to unprovoked and indiscriminate firing along the line of control in Rajouri district of Jammu division today. They targeted Indian forward posts and civilian areas. According to the defense spokesperson, Pakistani troops resorted to firing of small arms and shelling with mortars, targeting Sundarbani and Naushera sectors of Rajouri district around 10 a.m. today. Alert Indian troops retaliated and gave a befitting reply. There was no immediate report of any loss of life or damage on the Indian side so far. Home Minister Ahmed Shah has stressed on preparing a roadmap to promote culture and heritage of the Northeast. He said if people ignore the rich cultural heritage of the Northeast, development will have no meaning. He was addressing the 68th plenary of the North-Eastern Council NEC in Guwahati today. The Home Minister clarified that Article 371 of the Constitution will not be abrogated, adding that certain forces are trying to create confusion on it. He called for resolving the border dispute of the Northeast through talks. Eminent lawyer and former Union Minister Jethmalani passed away at his residence in New Delhi this morning. He was 95. Jethmalani, a sitting member of the Rajya Sabha, was suffering from age-related ailments for some time. The President, the Vice President and the Prime Minister have expressed grief over the demise of Ram Jethmalani. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today paid last respects to veteran lawyer and former Union Minister Ram Jethmalani at his residence in New Delhi. In tennis, Canadian teenager Bianca Andreescu stunned Serena Williams in a gripping US Open women's singles final to win her first Grand Slam title. And that is the end of this news bulletin.